Okay, we're live. Got it right, close to 2 hours before work, so a little bit more Elite Dangerous today. And we won't waste too much time, we'll just jump into the game and then figure out what we're actually doing. Hope everyone's having a good morning. And probably evening for most people. Alright. Game. So we kind of got three options floating around in my head today, and one's going to depend on whether or not Vinart has finished his game, or not finished his game, finished his port, his starport. If not, we'll go and see if we can help finish that off. The other two options are finishing the mining ground base I'd put down, which was really just an experiment to see how to put down ground bases. But there's probably, I've delivered a few. Delivered a few overflow things to it when I was collecting stuff for the space satellite, so it is like 15% done. And then the other one is that we have our second system we're trying to colonize.
What an interesting person you are.
So we could just haul stuff for that. We're 10% done on our tier 2 starport there. So yeah, well, I don't know. We'll see how we go. We'll see what we find. Right? Like, alright. So let's start by checking in on bins. Which is in system HIP 52, a couple of twos, and yeah. It's early in the morning, I haven't had caffeine.
Incoming message.
Let me know when you're ready.
So can we see if his system... We should be able to, I think. Hey, Ben. I was just checking to see if you had finished your build or not. Ooh, 309 light years away. Doesn't look like it, based on the... Can we see the system data? We can't. So we'll have to... 91%? Alright. Oh, I guess that's what we're doing. How many jumps is that? It looks like I got enough fuel for it. 1k, aluminium 5k. Alright, let's go help Ben out.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
Yes. Good point. Let's show the game. That would be helpful. Thank you, Ben.
Would you like me to clear the area and prepare for jumping? Already somewhat disturbed.
Frameshift drive charging.
It's worth noting that Vin here did get his first station yanked out from underneath him. So he's put in enough effort that he'd have a station built and a whole probably a few other things done by now if that hadn't happened. He's been going pretty hard at the base building. Compromised that beacon. Fun with pirates.
Frameshift drive charging.
How many jumps? 8 jumps to Vin's destination. I probably could have jumped the fleet carrier, but this is gonna be just as quick.
Navigation for next system.
Come to HIP 53196. Okay. Will do.
Scanning for anomalies. None detected. Isn't
Let's closest system that sells the stuff we need. Sounds good. I'll grab that off the chat if I can. Nice. Oh, I have enough gas to make it there too.
Frameshift drive charging.
6 jumps.
leaving system.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Off we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Jumping through space.
Vector.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Confirming exit point telemetry. Stand by.
Well, that's good. We did exit point telemetry. Around the sun.
Communications panel activated.
Yes, I am in my private group, Ben. You're welcome to come and team up if you want.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm also in my Discord, if you wanted to voice chat, which is entirely up to you.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Checking systems now. Complete.
Boom, boom,
Scanning
boom.
for anomalies.
Jumping. Hydrate section. Oh, yeah. 3 jumps to go. 3. I'm not very good at counting this morning. I haven't. Maybe we should fix the.
Drive charging.
Oh. Maybe we should fix the disturbing lack of caffeine in my caffeine delivery system.
Leaving system.
3, 2, 1, engage.
There we go. That'll help. Far too much hemoglobin in my caffeine delivery system this morning.
Frameshift drive charging.
Alright, off we go.
4,
VMAX
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Boom, boom.
Warning.
Frameshift drive charging.
Boom. Alright.
4, 3,
53196.
Maximum velocity. Confirming exit point telemetry. Standby. Warning. Main fuel tank low.
Alright. Do we have Cairo City? Hopefully, let's check the city first, I guess. I've been a little lazy. I haven't looked on Inara to see which places are stocking it. Yeah, Cairo City. Cool. I do prefer the orbitable in space places. It's a little bit less effort involved. Oh, too fast, too fast. Loop of glory. Alright. How Type 9 ends up moving too fast is anybody's guess, but apparently it can. $363 aluminum and the rest liquid oxygen. Will do. Alright. There we go. You know, kind of into the base building at the moment. Did you end up doing anything else in your system after last night? Or claiming a new system? Are we seeing the birth of the Ed Empire? Am I on in-game? No, let's not use the in-game voice chat. That sounds horrible. Options. Disable voice comms. There we go. Who's that R again? I'm helping Ben. He's at 91% and he is, you know, and he put all that effort into his first station only to have like the system get yanked out from underneath him. So I might help the community goal off stream. Like tonight though. How is the community goal going anyway? Disengaging. There we go. Boom.
Access granted. Cleared for landing on pad 17. You are approved for automated docking.
That clip is flying a little dangerously. Tier 5 was reached. Yeah, I think Tier 5 would either been reached or was almost there at the very when I was looking last night. I'm in the top 75%. To be fair, the main reason we wanted to support the community goal was to, you know, get access to CMM composites, and that seems to largely be fixed now. So. Boom, 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 boom.
Landing gear deployed.
Would you like me to perform a routine maintenance?
Confirmed contact. Perform landing checklist. Greetings, Commander.
Fine, I won't disturb you again, although I sometimes feel that you're already somewhat disturbed.
Alright. 363 aluminium. That is true, to be fair. They may well have upped the rates as a temporary solution until either the mega ships get launched or the demand on them dies back a bit. Liquid oxygen.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Alright. So, we'll go back here. Let me search for bin system. There we go. And we'll add a note. Birthplace of the Vin Art Empire.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing restraints lifted. Moderate speed on exit.
And out we go. 2 jumps. It's not bad.
Shall I engage the jump now?
How far out is it? I have a FCO. That's fine. Engage system jump.
Jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
It'll be fine. The one I'm currently working on my own is like 47,000 light seconds out.
Vector.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Whee! Around the sun.
Frameshift drive charging.
Alright. You're building a tier 2, like an Orbis or something, wasn't it?
3,
Pretty sure.
2, 1, engage.
Hull integrity is within limits. All other systems
Yeah,
are
sorry.
at normal levels.
Meow City. Lynn's fleet carrier. The Orbis is tier 3. I always get the names confused. It's fine. I mean, the amount of materials you need for a tier 3 one is a little ridiculous. Alright, it's like 4 times a Coriolis station, basically. Let's give it a little nos. Whee! Off we go.
Warning, temperature critical. Warning, taking heat damage.
Oh, one of us can grab it on the next time back through. Ooh, look at all these places I'm discovering. Boom. A little gas chart, I guess. All right. There's little dots on it. Feels very Jupiter-ish. Colonization ship, here we go. If you think it's annoying because it's on the far side of the planet, well, that's not a problem because I tend to use the boost and then overshoot anyway, so. Alright, we shall deliver the cargo.
Docking request granted.
Does anyone else want the skin for their this like colonization ship skin for their fleet carrier? Oh, they're a bunch of gravity wells when you're trying to not overshoot is annoying. So all the clipper pilots flying aggressively around me today.
Landing gear deployed.
See? Alright.
Docking successful.
Ah.
Engines disengaged.
That's Vin in his cutter. Okay. That makes more sense then.
Fine.
Transfer all. 40 aluminium required. Alright, where did we come from? Over here.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
I would also try and do loops around you, but you know, I'm in a Type 9. It doesn't loop very well.
Are you ready to jump? Fine.
There goes Vin. Little chase after.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Warning. Frameshift drive operating.
Just a little extra gas to get around the planet.
Frameshift drive charging.
And off we go. All right.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Whee. Look at those coronal ejections. All right. Off we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Navigation for next
Two,
system.
1. Engage.
Guessing it's going to be behind me. Yep. Okay. Back to Krylob City. I assume you're grabbing the last of the aluminium, then? Cool. Alright, liquid oxygen it is. Alright. Or caffeine.
Access authorized. Proceed to Bay 2-4. You are approved for automated docking.
I suppose it is probably important to have a supply of oxygen per space station, right? Not a step we want to skip. So was that a Mandalay? Boom, 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 boom. I've not seen the clip of you undocking, no. Oh, it's a standoff, me and Vin.
Taking damage. Landing gear.
Taking damage from what? Is someone clip me in passing, maybe? Yeah, that happens.
Successful. Perform landing checklist. Station services are at your disposal.
Fine.
Be especially careful of the docking assist if you build like a space satellite installation after you've finished your primary port. Because twice it's hung me up on the stuff around the outside of that. Oh, nice.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
See how much of bin system we actually discovered. Send it to me? Yeah, all good. I'll have a look in a sec. Birthplace of the Vinard Empire. Let's have a look at this. Let's take a look at this actual system. Ooh. Not bad. Well, this planet looks cool. What is this? It's like some sort of volcano hell zone. Closest inhabited system is 34 light years away. That's annoying, right? Because like even if we were both to bounce and a new colony, and I don't think I can because I've still got one underway, you'd probably be 2 light years short, at least. Beetle-rich ring. Beetle-rich ring. Not a bad system, Ben. Couple of spots at asteroid bases, like at least 3. Bunch of landable planets. Furthest most planet is only like, yeah, 3,000. Yeah. You could bounce out to it with you could bounce out to it with outposts, though, I imagine. Alright. We're done being nosy about Ben's system. Let's go deliver stuff now.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing restraints lifted. Exit the station quickly and safely.
A hell planet with rings on it. You want to build an asteroid base above a hell planet, don't you? Call it like, and then you'll probably actually, I mean, I'm just thinking like, if you pulled that off in that situation, I would actually pay ARX to rename the station. Call it Hades or something like that.
Frameshift drive charging.
Leaving
Three,
system.
2, 1, engage.
Okay.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage.
Scanning for anomalies. None detected.
So once you finish this base, this port, then are you going to colonize another system, or are you gonna build this one up?
Warning, frameshift drive operating
Little
below
nos.
safety limits. Warning, temperature critical. Warning, taking heat damage.
Fair enough. I mean, you probably want to rename the occasional cool base, right? Like, if I build an ice asteroid base, I'd probably be tempted to rename it into something. And certainly if it was an asteroid base above like a particularly cool looking, or around a particularly cool looking planet, then that's, yeah. Just pretty much has to be done. Alright. Docking.
Docking request granted.
I don't think any of my systems allow that. Well, let me check actually. A second. Oh, I'll check now. So
Landing gear deployed.
I don't think my original system allows that. Give it a moment.
Standing by.
Green gas giants. Yeah, no, I didn't think so. No, I have this brownish looking one, which is not all that particularly interesting. Like this one here is actually a far more interesting color.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Would you like me to perform routine maintenance?
What about my system that's not actually my system?
Fine.
I don't think it does, but I'll check if I can find it. Damn, names are horrible. I'm gonna go that way. We come down. I can't remember where it is. I know it's close to here. So I'm in second account, and it has a system as well. This one? Could be. I can't view the system map. Alright, let's deliver stuff anyway. %95 done.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
Boom, 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 boom.
Selecting Wingman 1. Are you ready to jump?
Yes.
Afterburners, maxing engines.
Apparently just answering.
FTL is charged and ready. Stand by.
Frameshift drive
Starting super
charging.
cruise drive.
I'm not doing any of this. Haha.
3,
Voice attack.
1. Engage.
So if it goes, are you ready to jump, and you answer yes, it just does everything for you. Alright.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning. Temperature critical. Frameshift drive charging.
Around we go. And off we jump. A green gas giant with a ring around it does sound like a cool thing to find.
Scanning for anomalies. None detected.
Wonder if there's a tool that allows you to search for ones close to the bubble. Boom, boom, boom.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, yeah, heat sinks to get rid of the annoying alarm.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I don't know if Panara allows you to search for systems by celestial object, but alright, Carolina City. A little behind us. Doesn't really matter. I've got to finish my tier 2 starport on my second system anyway before I can claim anything else. It's only 10% done. Started on it last night after Ed's asteroid base was finished. But Ed, if you want to daisy chain outposts out to the system you want, I can help you build those.
Lincoln Whiskey Yankee November. Please ensure you follow standard docking procedures before landing. Request approved. Please head directly for Bay 2-4. You are approved for automated docking.
Boom, boom, boom. Let's take care of this. And We had someone show up to try and do those cheap viewer things, but it never showed up in chat. But we're just gonna ban the account anyway. And down we go.
Landing gear deployed.
Confirmed contact. Perform landing checklist. You are most welcome, Commander.
Alright. More liquid oxygen. And then we come back and we find everyone at the station has died. They sold all their oxygen supplies.
Capacity. Landing gear retracted.
Landing restraints lifted. Exit the station quickly and safely.
Alright.
Are you ready to jump?
Yes.
Boost activated.
So that doesn't get me into trouble considering we weren't even out of the station. Boom, 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 boom.
Frameshift drive charging.
Wait, did he... the voice attack start triggering that and then I cancel it.
Drive charging.
Alright.
You are clear of station restrictions. Be careful out there, Commander.
4, 3,
Jumping.
1.
Engaging. Scanning for anomalies. None detected.
Alright. Engage system jump.
Jumping.
Frameshift drive charging.
Temperatures are at an acceptable level.
Alright. System colonization ship. Go. It's behind us.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning, temperature critical.
That might have been a little early, but that's okay. Alright, while I go to hand this in, I'm just going to run a quick 3-minute ad break. turn off pre-rolls for people for the next hour or so before I have to go to work. You're not going to miss anything of any particular importance. And Ed, of course, will not miss anything at all. Whee! Let's have some kind of pretty colours in this gas giant with the red and white and brown mixed together. Okay, there we go.
Docking request granted.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Landing gear deployed.
Bum, 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 bum.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Would you like me to perform routine maintenance?
Alright, and then liquid oxygen.
Fine.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
I'm guessing I only need to do this once more. Vin will come back hand in. I'll come back hand in, and then Vin will. One more run from Vin after that, we'll finish it off. Eee. Engage frameshift drive. Alright, I'll do it myself.
Frameshift drive charging.
What's wrong with undocking with the ship?
3, 2, 1, engage.
I saw a video on Twitter last night. Someone who's was undocking from their fleet carrier. Their fleet carrier just flung them off randomly, which was kind of hilarious.
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Like they got yeeted off the fleet carrier by a catapult.
Warning, temperature critical. Warning, taking heat damage. Frameshift drive charging.
Which is a feature I'd actually like on my fleet carrier. That'd be a fun way to you know, to undock the fleet carrier, just yeet you off into space.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Vin's ship is looking slightly banged up.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, it seems like it should be fine.
4,
Leaving
3,
system.
2, 1, engage.
All right.
Warning, temperature critical.
Just 20 million read behind. Launched from my carrier, boosted away, looked at my second screen for 5 seconds and then I was dead. No clue how. That does seem weird. Game bug would be my guess, but I mean, I nearly died to a bug or game lag maybe or something last night because I was literally boosting to my colonization ship again, 47,000 light seconds from the entry point, and it wouldn't let me turn off the boost. I ended up overheating. I lost cargo. It was like down at like 40% ship hull left by the time that it finally let me unboost. I just wouldn't, for some reason. I don't know why. I guess there's some sort of game lag spike where it just wasn't accepting my commands or something. Where's the station? Too close to the planet. I was annoyed about the lost cargo though, because then I had to go and get more semiconductors and superconductors and stuff. Didn't lose a whole lot, but it was just enough to be annoying because you had the exact right amount and then it's like, nope. Maybe I should build one of these in my station, in my system.
Please ensure you follow standard docking procedures before landing.
Has anyone else got like weird volume issues with their fleet carrier screen? Like fleet carrier management screen? Like when I open mine, the volume just on the game ramps right up until I close it. It's really weird. Oh no, let's check it out actually.
Landing gear deployed.
Alright, Ben is leaving the station.
Docking complete.
He's waiting in queue.
It's good to have you with us, Commander.
Was that an NPC just appeared in front of you out of nowhere? But I get that you boosted to get out of the station, so therefore the surprise Mandalay here. So therefore, like a fine, but you feel like the other ship should also get fined. They just sort of like drop down right in front of you as you try to leave the station. Alright, commodities market. There we go. Buy all that.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted.
Whee! Up we go.
Engage from landing pad. Maintain correct lane on exit.
Oh.
Answer. Would you like me to clear the area and prepare for jump?
Yes.
Afterburners maximizing engines.
Oh.
Distancing.
Hull integrity compromised. Taking damage.
Okay, we definitely do not want to go. So that was my I was curious what happens if I said if I answered then, right? And now my advanced docking computer's drunk. Yeah. We may have caused a pile up. That I'm blaming that on Captain Kirk. That was not entirely my fault. I was curious what happens if, and why I would even ask that inside the station. Boom, 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 boom. That was kind of funny. Alright.
Scan detected. Scan detected.
I mean, we still have 50% hull left. We're fine.
Frameshift drive charging.
And up we go.
Hull integrity is within limits. All other systems are at normal levels.
Do you know what also nearly screwed me up the other day? Was that I was, again, yesterday, I was docked at my, well, I was coming into dock at my colonization ship, again, 47,000, 50%.
50%.
Frameshift
Again,
drive
47,000 light seconds from you know, anywhere. Also 47,000 light seconds from my fleet carrier, and I burnt up most of my fuel
Navigation for next.
with the FCO coming, like going that distance from the star to the colonization ship, and then I got a fine for loitering because I screwed up something and took over the auto docking by accident on the approach. Oh, total hull health. I mean, it's not going to be all that high, right? This is a cargo ship, not a combat ship. I haven't buffed it in any way, shape, or form. So, not 100% sure. Is there somewhere I can find that? If I go ship, maybe? Does it tell me? Oh, there we go. Shield health, armor rating, armor health, 864.
warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
I'm guessing that's total armor health and not the amount of armor health I have left. Whee. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, like, so I got a fine approaching, and then I realized that you can't pay off the fine at the colonization ship, and the fine stops you from refueling at the colonization ship. And so I'm on this colonization ship, 47,000 light seconds, with not enough fuel to actually jump out. Luckily I had enough fuel to slow fly all the way back to my fleet carrier, which just docked around the sun at the start of the system. And I was like, this was ridiculous. Whee! Yeah, this is a ship I originally just jerry-rigged up to do power play stuff when you used to do like you used to be able to, you know, the old power play system where you'd have to wait 4 weeks to then, and then like get up to what, rank 3 or whatever it is to get the weapons and the like the modules and stuff. So it's got shields, 750, over 750 tons of cargo space, so you could deliver like 750 tons of power play commodities in one go and just go all the way up to rank 3. So it's had a little bit of engineering done on it, but only around like thrusters and jump range and stuff, just to make it a bit more usable.
Docking request granted.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, for a cutter, I think that's certainly worthwhile. For a Type 9, just doing cargo runs, I'm not sure that full engineering is justified in a lot of ways. Certainly, like engineering the jump range and engineering the thrusters and stuff is helpful though. Like for, you know, just getting in and out of stations quicker. Oh, I do. It's just I had set it up for combat. I have changed it around a little bit so that it has more cargo space now, because I was using it for the community goal. Because this ship, when I jumped my fleet carrier out for the community goal, I forgot that this ship was somewhere else and not on the fleet carrier. So I was like, oh, do I go and get that ship? Or I was like, oh, I'll just take the cutter and I'll change it to have better cargo space. Well, second one for trading.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
We're not all multi-billionaires. That would take up all my available money. Oh, you need 155 liquid oxygen. That's right, I only have like a bit over $1 billion in credit. I'm a poor one-off billionaire, not a multi-billionaire. I mean, I do have a fleet carrier, which is worth like 7 billion with all the stuff that's on it, but cash poor. Ish. $9.5 billion. Yeah, I mean, like the community goals when they close are likely to take me up close to around another 500 million. So I don't know if you were involved in those at all before, like the whole Trailblazer sort of feature came out. So I'm looking to get 300 million from this one and 160. Someone came in your room. Alright. I said I'm probably going to go up close to 400, close to 500 million from the community goals, right? So like, looks like I'm in line to get 300 million from that one and 160 million from this one. If I go back and help out with that one a bit more, I could go up to the next tier of payouts. So I don't know if you're involved with the community goals at all, but if you were, then you might be going up like, you know, similar amount of money. When do they end? Probably like Thursday. Like, hold on.
Transactions.
God damn it. Right. Yeah, 1 day, 11 hours. The delivery community goal is also kind of useful because it's promising to deploy mega ships sort of around the edge of the bubble. So yeah. So Brewer Corporation is committed to deploy a new Trailblazer megaship for each tier reached within the initiative, so 5 at the moment. These megaships will be deployed at the edge of the core systems and will be stocked with commodities crucial for colonization efforts. Yeah. So at the moment we're promised 5 megaships. If it goes up, we could get more. They'll be placed at the outside edges of the bubble. Ah. Congratulations, Vin. Don't know what's congratulating me, just because I'm here. Vin is now a systems architect. I was going to say don't let the power go to your head, but probably actually do, because, you know, what's the point of having that sort of power if you don't just go mad with it a little bit? And there should be, right around here somewhere now, there should be a, oh look, Bottega Point. Let's go check out Vin's actual station.
Docking coupler disengaged. Depart safely from the station. You're approved for automated docking sequence.
Deploying and readying weapons.
Oh look, there it is.
Reduce your speed immediately, Commander.
Good old Dungeons and Dragons dice station. Why do we have no pips and engines? Alright.
All clear. We hope you have a safe journey.
So what was it? Number pad 0 in debris camera suite. Could rotate, right? Roll is Q and E. Get the horizon line roughly straight. And then we add the things and F10 for a nice screenshot. There we go. I like how it says system colonization ship will be departing for this particular sector. Maybe that's why we keep seeing them everywhere. It's like maybe they've actually departed from somewhere, showing up somewhere else because the person's finished their station. Maybe they'll eventually everything's just gonna get you know. That. Bum 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 bum. It's a very nice space station, Ben. Boom, boom. And then we go to have a look on the inside. There's already ships leaving. Do the ships come with the station? Like, where do these NPCs even come from?
Landing gear deployed.
I haven't actually got off and walked around in the station that's under deployment. Can we disembark? We can. Let's have a look around. Boom, 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 boom.
No gravity. Magnetic contact active.
Not even like advertising. Look at that. Oh, you can't even get. Unless it's over here. Okay, it's over here. Right there on the side of my ship. It's ridiculous. Under deployment. Maybe we should have hopped off and had a look. My own little outpost, right? Hey, man. Hey, scaffolding. That's a nice feature. Still access the mission board? There are no missions though. You can like we got music. Gets to the construction crew who are all out lunch break, maybe. Oh look, here's a person.
Welcome to Apex Interstellar. Where would you like to go?
Oh, you can book a
You're always
shuttle
here
at
if you
least.
change your mind.
Alright. The big space barge. That is the type line. Not sure if we ever got out and walked around this ship before. Where's the access point? Oh, maybe I have. That's right. Maybe it's at the back. That's right, because I found this ridiculous last time. It's like, this is where you access the ship from. Even though there's like apparently here, this is the spot where I climb into my ship. Somehow. Like, this kind of needs, this pretty much almost needs Stargate transporter rings to appear from the ground or something in order to get me into the ship from here. But that's fine. Alright. Gotta head to work soon, so I might as well, I think I'll take myself back over. There's a retractable ladder, but yeah. Yeah. Like there's entry points, like there's low down points to the front of the ship, just have the entry point there. Like they're like, if you wanna fly a Type 9, you've gotta be fit enough to climb this ladder at the back. Alright. Expandable systems, primary port under construction. Which system do we want to go to? It doesn't matter too much. Probably an elevator like in Star Citizen. That is true, they do a lot of running around on planets pointing weapons at things, so... Carrier services have been temporarily suspended. What?
Landing gear retracted.
I like how there's still scaffolding on stuff inside the ship as well. Like, you sort of see the scaffolding on this pipe over here as it's being built, and on some stuff up around here. It's a nice little graphics sort of, you know, thing. Alright. Well, congratulations, Vin. That's an impressive job. Especially since I know you put a lot of effort into that first station on that first day, only to have it vanish.
3, 2, 1.
And the system, like, be claimed by somebody else.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning, temperature critical.
Why don't I have a jump point? What route? I might have enough gas to get. Is it because we used some of it up? Oh well.
Frameshift drive charging.
I had enough gas in the fuel tank to get here when I was... We'll find somewhere on the way to refuel. It's fine.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Confirming exit point telemetry. Stand by. I need
Eee.
Frameshift drive charging.
Alright. Like, I don't know, a couple more jumps or something, and we'll find somewhere to refuel, I guess. Check each system as we jump through.
System scan complete.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so the way it works is that you would have got a tier 3 or 2 tier 3s, I'm not entirely sure, construction points from building that. To build another tier 2 station, you need 3 tier 3 construction points. No, 3 tier 2 construction points for another tier 2 station. For the really big stations, you need like 6 tier 3 construction points. So what you can do right now is you can build smaller stuff for tier 2 construction points, like satellite installations,
all integrity within limits.
ground bases and stuff.
Are at normal levels.
Be careful of the hubs because they say that they have a large landing pad, but they do not. They don't seem to let you dock at all. We're not sure if that's a bug in terms of their description or a bug in terms of their functionality, I guess.
Frameshift drive charging.
I found the satellites quite easy to build. They're not like they give you a tier 2 construction point and a full load in like a type 7 or type 9, sorry, is about 11 to 12%. If you don't have the system architect view, that's like a weird bug that hit Ed as well, and he relogged and stuff and it didn't go away, but then it cleared up like when he logged back into the game like 7 hours later or something like that, and it fixed itself. So I think, hold on a sec, do we have anywhere here that no, alright, this next system looks like it might be populated.
Drive charging.
So the hubs, I think, were installations, like ground-based installations. But it, like I said, it did say it had a large landing pad.
Light velocity reached.
But it also says that the satellites have medium landing pads, and I can't dock with the satellite I built either. So maybe the landing is something that comes online with the first day tick. I have no idea. Didn't really look like the ground thing we built had landing pads there though, you know what I mean? Even inactive ones. So, alright, what do we got here? Oh yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. Someone will figure out how everything works. There is some sort of unlock chain. You can find it on the wiki. It's not very deep. Like it's like, you know, this satellite, building the satellite type unlocks this ground-based option. I think if you're looking for something with large landing pads for a ground base, the outpost ports are supposed to have them, but I don't know how much they cost to build. And then there's like, when you look at stuff like that you can build, it has like stat changes to your system, you know, like security goes down, living standards go up, you know, that kind of stuff. But there's no information given, like, well, you can't see the overall stats of your system on any like thing I've seen, and nothing tells you what those stats actually mean. Like, is there a serious negative consequence if one of them gets too low, or it's just, I don't know, it's a weird gap in terms of information. They're sort of going, here, look, you can build this stuff and it has the stat impacts on your system stats. But we're not going to tell you anything about those system stats. We're not going to give you a way to view your overall system stats or tell you what those stats mean in any meaningful way, shape, or form. Alright. So while I'm doing this, I'll show you. Yeah, I know, right? Like, I know, but like, I know that they're terrible at giving information, but like, I mean, how are you supposed to figure that out? Like, do you get one of your stats so low that, you get one of your stats so low that your system goes into like, you know, some sort of terrible state because you're like, ah, this was definitely has a bad impact. Or, yeah. Even if it just gave you a little description and said, this is what the stat influences, and, you know, it's not a good idea to let it get too low, or something along those lines, it'd be fine. So if I go to my colonies, the one I've actually got, I can't show you the ground settlements because you've got to actually go down in a ship to see that. So I can, well, I mean, I can do this though. This was at the top somewhere. So we built this one. If you click it, and you go to description or something. Like, it says station services active docking and stuff, right? But it doesn't actually allow you to dock there. If I go back, like this thing here, Shakespeare Enterprises, I don't know if you can even see much about this. Like, if I was to click somewhere, say above this over here, it's not what I wanted. in an architect view. So I have one tier 1 construction point and one tier 3. And I think, I'm not actually sure what I built on this, or what I'm in the process of building on this. So I actually can't remember. It was some sort of mining thing, but I can't remember if it was a mining hub or was a mining settlement. I guess I'll find out once I build it and see if it has docking privileges. Why isn't it letting me? Maybe I've got to be in the system to select construction. That makes sense, probably. Oh, select construction, there we go. So in installation, for instance, if you click through, we'll give you a tier 1 construction point. It doesn't take a lot of mats, but it does take a bit of jumping around, right? Because like finding crop harvesters somewhere, often I didn't find anything else, you know. Still no fleet carrier time slots, yeah. So installations give you +1 to build like an asteroid base or something. You require 3 tier 2, and it gives you 1 tier 1. And to build like a big starport, right? 6 tier 3 construction points. You can see all the stuff it says it changes, like security change, population increase, tech level change, standard of living, development level, wealth, you know. Yeah. So you can also build like another outpost if you wanted. That would probably give you another tier 1. We're also not sure yet if construction points are grouped across the systems you own or if they're specific to our system. Maybe someone else has worked that out, but I haven't got that far yet. Anyway, I'm just gonna call it here because I've got to literally be at work in about 2 minutes or so. So congratulations on your system and your starport. It looks very cool. Do let me know if you continue to develop stuff or, you know, go somewhere else and just colonize all over the place. And all I'm going to do is find someone to raid out to. I mean, it wasn't a lot of help, but happy to be of what little help I was. Let's find someone to raid out to quickly. Who have we got? This raid Mr. Gale who's playing Final Fantasy 14 online. Oh, she's got a new model. Looks cool. Alright, thank you everyone for hanging out on my stream. And I'm gonna raid out and then go to work. Have a good evening, everybody.